It's week 4 of the Seahawk basketball show featuring Takeo Siddle, and what a week it was for UNCW. We'll recap with some highlights, including the upset win on the road at 12th ranked Kentucky Saturday afternoon. We'll introduce you to Malik Horton-Hayes in our player profile. John Smith will sit down with him later on. We'll also have our play of the week, the player of the week, and the Seahawks finally back home in Trask Coliseum. We'll talk about the matchup coming up with Monterey on Sunday. All that straight ahead, week 4 of the Seahawk basketball show featuring Takeo Siddle. Anticipated pass. Oh, Whitfield dunk this time from Trezarian White. Instead of dunk for Horton-Hayes.
Come on, pressure it! Pressure it!
Well, an exciting week to say the least for UNCW men's basketball. Mike Vaccaro here with Takeo Siddle, head coach of the Seahawks. Coach, a one-on-one week, but an incredible one-on-one week for you guys. The setback against ECU, but then an outstanding upset win against Kentucky. What's the last couple of days been like for you?
That's been great. A lot of phone calls, a lot of texts. But I'm so happy for our guys. I'm so happy for our university. It's been great to see the guys so happy and everybody around town and everybody on campus so happy. Me, I'm ready to move on and keep this thing rolling. But it's a good time to be a Seahawk for sure.
Well, we're going to talk about that Kentucky matchup a little bit later on, but you can't get to Kentucky without ECU, and it was another learning lesson for UNCW. Coach, rivalry game on the road in Greenville. First half really good for you guys. You take the lead, but that second half kind of things changed, and it was, again, a learning lesson for this team.
Yeah, some of these things you have to go through it and learn from it. And sometimes it's not the outcome that you want or would like. But this season is so long, there's ups and downs, and I felt like we handled that time well. I thought we really locked in, and the guys took some tough coaching, and we reset and refocused, and I thought we came out and had a good showing at Kentucky.
Yeah, and again, with the Pirates, it was a game where the threes weren't dropping, still you had a lead at halftime there, but I thought the threes that you got were certainly within the realm of the offense.
Yeah, we took rhythm threes off the catch, off a paint touch, off a post up. I thought all of our shots were good. They just weren't falling that night.
Shaquem Phillips, a good game with 20 points, kind of coming back home. First time playing in Minji's in a Seahawk uniform. Unfortunately, he couldn't get the win to go along with the performance.
Yeah, I hate that for him. I hate that for us. I thought he played a really good game. Thought he was really aggressive. I thought he competed. But we just didn't make enough plays to win the game.
Well, exciting game nonetheless for UNCW on the road in Greenville Thursday night. Let's take a look at our highlights. Well, a tough setback again on the road for UNCW Thursday in Greenville. 74-66 the final score as ECU gets the win there. Coach, 20 points for Shaquem Phillips, a double-double from Trazarian White. And you look at it, too, only 6 turnovers in this game, but unfortunately you weren't hitting some of those threes, and they built on the momentum with the crowd there.
Yeah, I thought Trazarian and Shaquem, obviously they've been around for a while and played in huge games. I thought they were 2 of the only guys that competed with that edge that we needed to compete to win the game. And, you know, we didn't make a lot of shots, so our assist numbers were down. We didn't turn it over, which was good. We knew they would try to turn us over, but we handled that well. We just didn't make enough shots, Mike, and we didn't make enough toughness plays to win the game. Yeah,
3 for 23 from 3, but really not any bad looks from 3. They just were not falling Thursday night in Minji. So the Seahawks, the setback to ECU, it would be a quick turnaround, taking on at 12th ranked Kentucky Saturday afternoon. We'll take a break. We'll let you know what happened with that one next.
It's that time of year again, America. So let's light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology, space, and flexibility for any season. Get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks, and make the holidays bright with Ford. Now get 1.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $1,500 cash back on select Ford SUVs. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
Hey, grab me one too.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any 2, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
I'm just being myself, cool as can be.
It's so easy. Get out your own way.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe, candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Again, Coach, this team has been very good at learning from the losses. You did that coming off of App State. You did that now coming off of ECU. Going into this game, I know part of your message was Kentucky is talented, but they're young. And you're the experienced team, and I think maybe that was the difference at the end of this game.
Yeah, I felt like we could get that message across to our guys and have them understand that our experience needed to show up, especially in the clutch. And you know, I thought we would have a chance if we could withstand some of the runs that they would make throughout the game and some of that adversity that presented us. We did that, and then when it got late, our veterans stepped up and made big plays.
Yeah, a lot of big plays from Trazarian White, Shaquem Phillips. Both those guys really took over, and as Trazarian said, it was shy time down the stretch. You felt comfortable getting the ball into his hands.
Yeah, we wanted to put Trazarian around the basket for when our guards drove the paint, so they could dump it off to him. But with Shaquem, you know, he's done that so many times throughout his career. We just wanted to open the floor up and create some gaps for him so he could just play off the dribble, and he did a really good job making plays for us.
Not many atmospheres as good as Rupp Arena, almost 20,000 there. They go on that run to start the second half. What's going through your mind? What's going through your timeouts during that time?
Well, I knew, you know, from the East Carolina game, I knew that I couldn't handle that huddle the same way because we had already been through that. So when we experienced that at Kentucky, I wanted to be really cool and calm with the guys because we had already talked about them going on a run and us responding together as a team. And so we were all cool and calm in the huddle. We talked about what we needed to do going out. We wanted to put them in a position where they could succeed. So we came out and we wanted to touch the paint. We were able to do that, and it calmed the crowd down. And you know, we just kept swinging luckily we landed more punches than they did.
A historic win for UNCW on the road at 12th ranked Kentucky. Let's take a look from Rupp Arena on Saturday afternoon. Well, a great win for UNCW, 80-73 the final score. Again, the first road win in school history against a ranked opponent. Again, Kentucky ranked 12th at the time. Double-double, 27 points, 10 rebounds for Trazarian White. Again, he was at some point unstoppable in this game. And as you said, your horses had to be your horses, and it was Trazarian White, it was Shaquem Phillips. Those guys got you to the finish line.
Yeah, he was tremendous. If you notice throughout the game, before he started, going off the dribble and doing certain things, he was really just getting it within the flow of the game, offensive rebounds, cutting off the basketball, just doing different things like that. And then as we got closer to the end of the game, we wanted to make sure we put him in positions to where he could rip drive and get to his right hand and get around the rim, post him up a little bit. And he delivered in a major way.
And a lot of players delivered here. To get a win like this, it's got to be a team effort. I thought Eric Vanderheiden, stats may not show it, but he had a huge game coming off the bench playing 20-plus minutes.
Yeah, that goes to my point that I always talk to him about impacting winning in other ways than scoring, and I thought he was fighting like crazy. I thought he got some big rebounds. I thought he set some really good screens. I thought his energy was infectious throughout the group. He made a big three in the corner when they were when they were in the middle of their run. But he played some really good basketball. I thought Nolan played really good basketball. Noah, everybody contributed in that win.
You're in rare company, one of the few guys in the country to win at Rupp, win against Kentucky as a player and a coach as well. You said it a little bit more meaningful for you to do it as a coach.
Yeah, this meant a lot more. As a player, I'm just out there just playing. I'm delusional. I don't even know what's going on, right? So, but it was fun after we won that game when I played at Gardner Webb. But to be here at UNCW and to have my players experience the same thing that I did, I can't put that into words.
Yeah, from 2007 to 2023, upsets for Takeo Siddle against the Kentucky Wildcats. We'll take a break here. When we get back, it's our player profile. Malik Harden-Hayes is our subject. We'll have that next.
People have trusted Reed's Jewelers with their life's moments since 1946. That's because we're family owned. We treat everyone who walks through our doors or visits our website as a part of our family. We have a beautiful selection of jewelry and watches for any occasion. We offer free shipping and returns, as well as multiple payment options to make sure you find the perfect gift. See why people have trusted Reed's Jewelers to celebrate their life's moments for over 75 years.
Game day at Walk-Ons is just different, and it starts with the way our teammates prep each dish from our scratch menu. No shortcuts. We are hand-cutting every single mozzarella log straight from the block, hand-peeling, stuffing, and bacon wrapping each voodoo shrimp, hand-carving ribeyes for our steaks and po' boys, and hand-slicing, then tossing our boneless wings and our house-made sauces. With wall-to-wall TVs and food like this, why would you want to watch anywhere else? That's game day, the Walk-Ons way.
Hi, I'm Dr. Chad Fortune with Wilmington Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Excited to be on the UNCW campus today to talk to you about this week's Medical Minute. Shoulder injuries are extremely common in sports, recreational, and job-related activities. These injuries can range from chronic overuse injuries to traumatic injuries like shoulder separations, dislocations, and even rotator cuff tears. Sometimes injuries can be prevented, but sometimes with traumatic injuries they are not preventable. But we always talk about preventative strategies to try to limit their effects. One of the biggest things to consider is rotator cuff strength as well as upper back strength, in addition to good posture throughout your day. As always, if these symptoms persist, please come see us at Wilmington Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Our goal is to support you with easily accessible world-class care for all your orthopedic and sports medicine needs.
Preparing for the big game, athletes practice countless hours year-round. Then, it's game time, and their fans get to see the results, cheering on their team to a win. At Coastline Insurance, we're working hard behind the scenes, preparing for when you need us, because we want our customers to be our biggest fans. Let Coastline Insurance shop your coverage and find out why we say, when we shop, you win. Find us online at coastlineinsurance.com.
Time now for this week's Pepsi Player Profile. It is Malik Harden-Hayes, second year in the program and transfer for UNCW. And Coach, this is a guy that has great upside, great athleticism to him, and can do whatever you need him to do. He could be your leading scorer, he could be your leading rebounder, whatever you need. It kind of says a lot about him.
Yeah, I'm so thankful we get to coach him. You know, he's everything that we're about and what we want to be about here at UNCW. He's really good taking care of his business off the court. He's strong in his faith. You know, he's a hard worker on the court. You know, when we got him, we didn't know what we were getting. We knew we were getting a good kid and a pretty good player, but he's exceeded all of our expectations. And you know, I know his best basketball here is ahead of him, and you know, I expect a big year out of him.
He's a guy who's from Minnesota, so his family doesn't get a chance to see him often, but he says this is his family being here. That says a lot about this program.
Yeah, every kid that we bring in, every recruit that we bring in, we want to make sure we welcome them into our family, and that's one thing we talk to their parents about when we're recruiting. When we get them, they're part of our family, and as their leader, I make one promise to them that I'm going to take care of them and make sure that when they leave here, they're a better person when they leave here. And you know, so we treat everybody like family. It was crazy. His family was able to get up to Kentucky and watch him play. So how about that for a first game for him?
Yeah, they don't get to see him often, but that's a good one to start with. John Smith has more now on Malik Harden-Hayes.
Welcome back. John Smith joined here by Malik Harden-Hayes, second year here at UNCW. The transition to be a Seahawk, what has it been like, and all of last year's success building into this season?
Yeah, it was great. It's definitely a good transition for me, having a good season and being able to win some games, coming from super far away up in Minnesota, but just able to adjust and be with a new family, new culture. It was an easy transition for me.
You guys go all the way in the tournament. Charleston gets that bid. You guys played them so tough multiple times. To see them then in the NCAA tournament, how much motivation was that to know that could have been you?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely stuck to, get up all the way to the end and not be able to, cross the finish line and get to the goal that we wanted to. But just knowing now that we know that we can't skip steps, and we know that we have the team that's able to overcome that leap that, that we didn't get to last year. So I guess that's just our motivation. We try not to, worry about what happened last year, but just worrying about, putting in work daily is our, motivation to winning that CAA championship.
Teams now in college basketball are built so differently. Each year it can be brand new pieces here and there. This year's team has a core group of veterans that decided to come back. It's rare now in college basketball. That used to be the blueprint to win a national championship, bring back all these kids. Was that kind of a collective effort? A lot of you folks, did you guys speak and say, hey, we have unfinished business?
Yeah, most definitely. I think that, a lot of us could have, been done playing basketball or would have went somewhere else or whatever, how basketball is nowadays. But just the family and culture that we have, we just, want to stick together at least one more year, try to get the job done.
Expectations for you personally, what do you or how do you expect your game to not change but improve and get better? What have you done in the off season?
Honestly, it comes with the leadership standpoint for me. I know that, I'm always working on my game, working on my three-pointer and working on my ball handling, things like that, getting to the rim. But I think the main thing that I'm trying to focus on is the leadership, maintaining those qualities, making sure that, everyone's bringing the collective effort that we need to succeed and, get over that hump. So, it's my 5th year at college, so I can, tell some of the younger guys or even, some of the guys that have been here, just like what we need to do on a daily basis.
How difficult is that? Because, as a younger player, you don't necessarily feel that you have enough into it. And now you said your 5th year. How do you go about telling a person, hey, get your stuff together, let's get this going. We need you here today?
Yeah, I think for me, I just kind of, lead by example, first and foremost. I think like when you're, a younger player, you may go through a rep or a possession thinking that you have another one left, and that's kind of, what I've kind of emphasized, that we don't know how many, you never know how many days you have left on the court. You never know, if you're done playing, so you just play like it's your last game, your last day. So
the roles kind of have reversed. I know that coming off a CBI a few years ago, people knew UNCW had something good going on. With all the wins last year, the win streaks, the game here against Charleston where it was a ranked opponent, and all the publicity that came out about UNCW. How do you guys kind of mute that noise of where you guys should be?
I think it's pretty easy for us to, mute out the outside noise. Like we're so focused on putting in work every day, focus on, the day ahead, possession ahead. But there is also a target, with that, with the wins and things like that. So we're going to get every team's best shot, and that's how we pretty much prepare and practice, knowing that, it's going to be a dogfight no matter, who you're playing in the CAA.
But at the same time, you have to enjoy that there are, national media out here looking, going, UNCW is a good school, a legit program out there showing respect.
Right. Yeah, it's definitely good that, that our work has been, shown, across the country, and that we're, getting some respect. But, like I said, we're just trying to focus on that goal, winning that CAA championship, no matter, how we do it. So.
Well, I appreciate you being with us this afternoon. That's it. We'll be right back.
It's that time of year again, America. So let's light up the season during the Make the Holidays Bright sales event. Choose from a large inventory of Ford vehicles equipped with technology, space, and flexibility for any season. Get special offers on our adventure-ready SUVs or on our great selection of Ford trucks, and make the holidays bright with Ford. Now get 1.9% financing for 60 months, plus up to $1,500 cash back on select Ford SUVs. See your Carolina Ford dealer today.
Hey, grab me one too.
Hardee's 2 for $5 breakfast bake goodness into your morning. Choose a biscuit with sausage and egg, biscuit and gravy, or a country fried steak biscuit. Any two, just $5. Hardee's, goodness in the making. Get exclusive offers on the Hardee's app.
I'm just being myself, cool as can be.
It's so easy. Get out your own way.
Hardee's newest handcrafted recipe, candied bacon, coated with caramelized brown sugar and a hint of pepper to add a whole new level of goodness to breakfast, lunch, dinner, or anytime. Hardee's, goodness in the making.
Time now for this week's Play of the Week, a high-flying Play of the Week that was also on the top 10 SportsCenter plays of the night. Let's take a look.
White kicks it to the right side, gets it back. He goes up, jams it down.
Well, once again, our Play of the Week provided by Trazarian White, that outstanding dunk against ECU on Thursday night. Coach, again, it was a really good first half against the Pirates. That was part of it. You guys really rolling, but boy, again, you see the athleticism of Trazarian White.
Yeah, he's playing really good basketball. I think that's when he's at his best, when he doesn't have the ball in his hands all the time, to where he can cut off the ball and get plays around the rim, get offensive rebounds. That was a spectacular play.
Yeah, one of the top 10 plays on SportsCenter Thursday night as well. That leads us to our Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week, and it is Trazarian White, also the conference's Player of the Week. Coach, he averaged a double-double, back-to-back double-doubles, but again, he shows why he is preseason all-conference and why he's a special player, but even more special because he's coming off the bench now for this team, and he certainly adds a nice punch coming off the bench.
Yeah, I think what you added with him coming off the bench is something that, you know, people may frown at and say why, but that was a coach's decision. I felt like, and been around him for 3 years, I feel like for him, it takes him a while to get going. And so I wanted to bring him off the bench so he could see the game a little bit, go out there, don't feel as much pressure. And, you know, he's handled it well, which speaks volume to his character and his development as a kid. So I'm proud of him. You know, I don't want to praise him too much, but I am very proud of him and the way he's developed as a young man.
And he got the toughness chain at Kentucky as well. So not just because of the points, but he played with a lot of grit, a lot of heart against the Wildcats.
He did. He was diving on the floor for loose balls. He had some big offensive rebounds. I thought he defended his tail off. So he played a complete game.
Yeah, special week for Trazarian White. He is this week's Carolina Ford Dealers Player of the Week. Well, the Seahawks back home. When we come back, we'll talk about the matchup coming up Sunday back in Trask Coliseum. Stay with us.
People have trusted Reed's Jewelers with their life's moments since 1946. That's because we're family owned. We treat everyone who walks through our doors or visits our website as a part of our family. We have a beautiful selection of jewelry and watches for any occasion. We offer free shipping and returns, as well as multiple payment options to make sure you find the perfect gift. See why people have trusted Reed's Jewelers to celebrate their life's moments for over 75 years.
Game day at Walk-Ons is just different. And it starts with the way our teammates prep each dish from our scratch menu. No shortcuts. We are hand cutting every single mozzarella log straight from the block. Hand peeling, stuffing, and bacon wrapping each voodoo shrimp. Hand carving ribeyes for our steaks and po' boys. And hand slicing, then tossing our boneless wings and our house-made sauces. With wall-to-wall TVs and food like this, why would you want to watch anywhere else? That's game day, the Walk-Ons way.
Hi, I'm Dr. Chad Fortune with Wilmington Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Excited to be on the UNCW campus today to talk to you about this week's Medical Minute. Shoulder injuries are extremely common in sports, recreational, and job-related activities. These injuries can range from chronic overuse injuries to traumatic injuries like shoulder separations, dislocations, and even rotator cuff tears. Sometimes injuries can be prevented, but sometimes with traumatic injuries they are not preventable. But we always talk about preventative strategies to try to limit their effects. One of the biggest things to consider is rotator cuff strength as well as upper back strength, in addition to good posture throughout your day. As always, if these symptoms persist, please come see us at Wilmington Health Orthopedic and Sports Medicine. Our goal is to support you with easily accessible world-class care for all your orthopedic and sports medicine needs.
Preparing for the big game, athletes practice countless hours year-round. Then, it's game time, and their fans get to see the results, cheering on their team to a win. At Coastline Insurance, we're working hard behind the scenes, preparing for when you need us, because we want our customers to be our biggest fans. Let Coastline Insurance shop your coverage and find out why we say, when we shop, you win. Find us online at coastlineinsurance.com.
Well, Coach, you survived a tough stretch. Last 2 weeks have been a grind. They've been grueling on the road. Now you're back home for the first time and the only time this month against Montreat, 2 o'clock on Sunday afternoon. First of all, how nice is it going to be back in Trask here, back in front of your home fans?
It's nice to be home. I text somebody that on the way into work today. It's nice to be home. And you know, when you're in the midst of it, you don't really know what day it is. You don't even know how long you're on the road for, but it's good to be home. You know, I'm excited to play in front of our home crowd. Main thing for us is to keep getting better, to keep putting the product out on the floor that makes our fan base proud, our university proud, and to be back home is a blessing.
Exam break right now, so is it nice to have a little bit of a break after such a big win against Kentucky to kind of decompress and come down a little bit?
It is. You know, as a coach, that's the main thing that I was worried about is getting the guys back grounded and getting them back focused. So having this long week right here to get them back focused on what we need to focus on, and that's getting better every day. You know, I think it couldn't have came at the right time.
I know you want to see a big crowd there Sunday. Again, the only time this month you'll be home, a chance for the fans to come see this team.
Absolutely, come out and see us. I know the guys are excited. I know I'm excited. You know, I expect the crowd to be sold out, and I expect to be rocking in there.
All right, so again, UNCW Montreat coming up on Sunday. That game at 2 o'clock. If you cannot make it out, we will have that for you on Flow Sports on the Breeze as well, starting at 1:45. Coach, another game at home coming up on Sunday. Best of luck.
Thank you, Mike.
For Takeo Siddle, Hope Hardwick, and Riley Nance, I'm Mike Vaccaro. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you next week. Another edition of the Seahawk Basketball Show featuring Takeo Siddle. Anticipated pass. Oh, Whitfield dunk this time from Trezarian White. Instead of dunk for Horton Hayes.
Come on, pressure it! Pressure it!